Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Come On The Hoops. If this is your first time coming across the channel, if you can like and subscribe below, it will be really appreciated. Helps the channel grow as well. So let's get into it. We are all looking for a striker. We want a goalkeeper. We want a left back. We want money spent in this window. There's only been 3.5 million spent, and that was on Nicholas Cohn. What's going to happen next for Celtic? The transfer window closed at 11:30 on Thursday night. So will there be activity? Players coming up Celtic way in that fancy car? Will there be deals struck? Because it appears at the moment Celtic are looking in the English market to get a couple of loan players. Not the news that a lot of Celtic fans want to hear, to be honest, which is I'm quite disappointed myself. But we need a bit of players, but players brought in a bit of quality, quality over quantity, as I said. Learn from the last window. The recruitment from the last window has been shocking, and let's be honest, Mark Lawwell's not doing his job to the greatest, getting the likes of Fawn and Yang in, who are being absolute duds. But let's talk about Danny Ings. Danny Ings is an English forward. He's 31 years of age, 5'10", has helped Burnley being promoted to the Premier League back in the past. Had a spell at Liverpool, didn't really work out. A lot of injuries there. Went to Southampton, banged a lot of goals in for them. Went to Villa, and then he ended up going to West Ham. And he hasn't scored this season for West Ham. He's played 17 games in total and hasn't scored, which is concerning, for a player like Danny Ings' stature. But this is a guy that could come to Celtic on loan and do a job. It could be a Craig Bellamy 2.0, to be honest, which is, I think, getting Danny Ings in, we need a bit of firepower up front. He has the experience. He's played international level for England as well. He's played in the Champions League as well and played in Europa League for Liverpool. So I'd like to see us get Danny Ings in. Bit of spine up front. At the end of the day, we need a bit of that physicality as well. And look at some of the goals he scored in his career has been remarkable. Boston, the championship, and for Burnley, done well for Southampton as well in his time there, and done well for Aston Villa. So it's a no-brainer for me to get Danny Ings in the door. I know people are going to say, "Oh, I'd rather a striker that we go out and buy Shankland or Borowski." Maybe actually it'll probably cost us more in the next 6 months to get this loan move over the line. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, more additions to strikers, more quality in there. It's better for Brendan Rodgers. And Brendan Rodgers has actually worked with Danny Ings for a short space of time as well when he was at Liverpool. So he knows his pros and his cons at that small time he was at Liverpool. So regards to Sidney Van Hooijdonk, it's not looking good, folks. It looks like Norwich are in advanced talks with Bologna to get him on loan move. And look, that's Celtic not being ambitious. I would have liked Sidney Van Hooijdonk brought into the club, the Dutch forward, 23 years of age, 6'3". He's done well in Holland, the three different clubs he was at there. Hasn't worked out at Bologna, 11 games this season, only one goal, and he's well down the pecking order as well. So there's been no talk of Shankland. There's been no talk of Bojan. Kavista Gardens off the cards. It looks like Celtic are going to go tap into the English Premier League, go for players that are on the fringe kind of side, and hopefully bring them up the road. Could be a Robbie Keane. It could be a Craig Bellamy story similar to that, where they came in the dying embers of the transfer window and hit the ground running for Celtic. And hopefully that will be the case. So let me know how you feel. There's been no talk of a left back. There's been no talk of goalkeeper today. It's just a situation in regards to more outgoings, which I'll be doing a video on in the next couple of minutes. So speak to us all soon. Let me know how you feel about Danny Ings. Take care. Hell.